What's up, you guys? It's Rob here. Today we'll be covering ticker symbol GME. We'll cover it on the daily, weekly, and monthly time frame, and in anticipation for tomorrow's trading day, April 16th. That will be Friday to close out the week, and then we have a nice weekend in that Monday. But I'll be covering the short interest on GME, and then I will also be covering the charts also. But before we hop into all the technical analysis and those fun things, if you can, do me a favor, drop a like on this video and then hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. When you do those things, it really helps me with the YouTube algorithm and helps these videos get out there. And as a small YouTuber, because I have roughly about 500, I think it's 70 subscribers right now, it helps me reach out more and helps more people see my content. So if you guys can, just do me a favor, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and ring that bell. It's completely free. It's just a really great way to help support the channel, and I appreciate you guys doing that for me, so thank you so much. But let's go ahead and hop on in here to Webull. So overall, it wasn't a great day for GameStop. I'm not gonna lie, it was a very rough day for us. We had a very nice day yesterday, and I was really hoping that we were going to test 172 today, but it seems like the shorts had other plans for us today, and really our volume actually kind of evaporated because yesterday we had significantly more volume. We can hop out here to the day time frame and we can look at yesterday's volume versus today. So for 15, we had 7 million. Yesterday, we had 21. So our volume literally was triple yesterday than what it was today. So a lot of people are just holding the stock. And when they see it get down to a certain price that they really like, they just end up buying it because they're like, it's too good. I got to buy it. And then we end up buying it and getting these rips. Now, the huge thing is we didn't end up on SSR, which is good, headed into Friday. So I'm happy about that. The huge thing too is we broke through our support here at 158, and we didn't touch our support at 150. We did get down to 152.80, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. So I'm really happy that we didn't touch 150 because I feel like if we touched 150 and continued that downtrend, we would end up on SSR, and then we would end up reverting a lot of progress that we made yesterday. We reverted about a third of the progress we made yesterday, but hey, we're still in a good position. We're still fine. This is perfectly fine. We just need to make another move up and hopefully reclaim 172 tomorrow. I mean, in a bear case scenario, we might be retesting 150 because we're so close to it, but I'm honestly hoping tomorrow we can get back up in the 172 and we can get back up in that channel. In the past couple days, it'll feel like nothing's ever happened because we've been where we were for so long. But jumping in here, the GameStop, we did have our intraday low of 152.80. We did have our high of 166.50 during the pre-market, and then we pretty much sold off most of the day. But overall, like, it was not the worst day, but it wasn't the best day, and the huge things that I'm looking for tomorrow is for us to get back up to that 172 marker, or at least trade back above this 158.31 support and respect it for the whole entire day. Because if you see these moves down here on the MACD, they are very volatile. Every single move we pretty much had today in an upwards or really downwards trend was definitely very volatile on the MACD, which isn't good, and it shows that the stock really isn't comfortable at this price, and it shows that when we do fall, there's a lot of people there to just buy essentially the dip. So we wait for the bottom essentially to happen, and then we buy it, and we take a sell, and then we have a buy. So it's not the moves that I want to be seeing. If we go down, I want to see us slowly go down and then slowly come back up, because these kind of moves really affect IV and cause IV to really inflate, and it causes options contracts to be more expensive instead of cheaper. But let's go ahead and hop out here to the 5-day time frame, and we can see yesterday, then where we can see where we were on Monday and Tuesday. So let's just take a brief moment, realize where we were on Monday and Tuesday and where we are now. So it's not the end of the world. We are definitely a lot better than what we were at the beginning of the week. So let's just take a deep breath and let's just be patient. This is going to be fine. We're sitting essentially here at 48 on the RSI in the after hours. So we're sitting just about neutral. We closed pretty much about neutral. And the moves today honestly look like nothing compared to yesterday's move that we had of our huge rip upwards on the MACD. So today definitely did help us tighten up those indicators and kind of let them relax a little bit, which is good for the stock. And then I'm going to hop out here to the 1 month time frame, because this will give us the best perspective of where we were for such a long period of time and kind of how close we are to it. So if we take a look at it, this upper line here is the 172 channel. I've actually deleted the line from the 198 channel. I should put that back actually so we can see where that was. 98's about here. Yeah, 197.97. That's close enough. But the huge thing is we need the things that I'm looking for tomorrow is us to get above this $158 support, get above this 30-day moving average here, and then get above this 120-day moving average. Because what this is going to do is it's going to put us back in a bullish territory. Because if you look here, the MACD is actually underneath the signal, which is technically a bearish indicator today. So we went from a very bullish day yesterday to a very bearish day on a macro scale, which is really not a good sign. And we want to have a trend reversion here because we are literally diverging towards the equilibrium here on the MACD. So tomorrow, what we need to do is we need to break above the support here at 158.31, use it as support, and then we need to retest 172. If we don't get 172, it's not the end of the world. I'm not going to be upset about it, but the huge thing is I want us for a bullish move to finish above 158 and as close to 172 as we can. Now, if we're looking at the bearish case, because we might see a lot of shorting tomorrow, because tomorrow is Friday, so it's going to be when options contracts expire, and it's going to determine which ones are in the money and which ones are out of the money. We might be seeing 150, or we might be breaking through 150 and headed towards 140 again. So just keep that in mind. But what I'm going to do is just put this back up for one quick second. Take a look. We're really close to getting back up to this 172. We're a lot closer than what we were on Monday and Tuesday. So we're doing better and we're making a stair step. So we did make a stair here. So hopefully tomorrow we can get back above this 172 and create that next stair and create that staircase that we want to take all the way up to the moon instead of our exponential growth of 20% days. So, but what I want to do is go ahead and hop over here in the order text. Let's cover the short interest, because I feel like it's relevant to cover the short interest on GameStop. The short interest did jump 1.22% today, and our short interest of free float has also gone up. It's up to 25.06%, and the current short interest is around 11,350,000 shares. And the shares that were borrowed today was around 200K, and roughly about 39 of them were returned. So there's an outstanding balance just from today alone of 161,840 shares left. So taking a look at this too, our cost to borrow has gone up a little bit. Let's also take a look at it on Fintel. So Fintel says our short interest, we have 700,000 shares available and our short interest rate is 1.11. Ortex says that our cost to borrow is 1.36. So Ortex is a little bit more up to date than what Fintel is. Now, the huge thing that I want to highlight on here is this little yellow line here. Our short interest of free float is going up. Yesterday we were at 24.84, and today we're sitting at 25.06. So that's pretty significant of a difference, and we're having more short interest in the stock. We still don't have as much as we did, when we first squeezed, but still 25% in a stock is more than enough to cause a squeeze because it's significantly shorted. They just give you a reference point. 10% is considered a heavily shorted stock. Anything above that is incredibly shorted. So that is 25% is more than enough. And then on top of it, just to go over the news catalyst from the past couple of days, GameStop is going to be debt-free as of April 30th. They're looking to replace their CEO, and their CEO didn't actually get his share bonus because they didn't meet their performance standards. So that's a good thing, because GameStop is actually saying, instead of diluting our stock and giving you these shares as a performance incentive, you're no longer going to get it because you didn't meet the bar. So all those shares are going to remain within the stock, and we're not going to see any form of dilution in that sense. Now, when I say dilution, those shares are locked up in like a private area where we can't touch the public. We trade within the public float. There's a private float also, and then there's the float in general. So within that private float is where those shares would come from. So, but the huge thing is he's no longer getting those, and GameStop is actually really starting to stand up and say, like, no, we need to change the direction of this company. You did not meet performance expectations. Moving forward, this is how we're going to go. So overall, it wasn't the best day for GameStop. Our short interest is going up, but I'm looking for us to hopefully to test 172 tomorrow and have at least 158 as that support. But that's what I got for you guys today. If you guys can, just do me a favor, drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, remember to ring that bell. Also, if you do like this platform that I'm using here to do all my charting and looking at the options chain and all that kind of stuff, the link down below is my referral link is down below. It's called Webull. You do get 2 free stocks when you join Webull. One when you sign up and your account's approved, and then the other when you deposit $100 on the platform. The platform is completely free to use. So I personally love it, and I personally think it beats the heck out of Robinhood. And when you use my referral link, I do get a free stock as well. I just want to be clear about that. But if you do use my referral link, drop a comment down below letting me know the free stocks that you do get. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.